Week 5, the rich potential for error. Several areas of the interpreting process lend themselves to error. This week we will explore some of these areas and see what we can do to keep errors to a minimum. Write something related to the possible errors in your journal. Include your thoughts in the discussion forum for class participation. Search the Bible for something related to errors in court and write a brief description. Find a YouTube related to types of interpreting and the possibility of error. This week's project is to obtain a legal document, discover legal terminology, and determine their meanings. List the equivalent in your language of choice. Add these words to the lexicon or glossary you are creating. It's almost impossible to perform at a high level, keeping your interpreting product error-free. There are just too many moving parts. But there are things which an interpreter can do to keep these errors to a minimum. And maybe more importantly, keep them from affecting the understanding going on between the parties. Consecutive interpretation, as applied to judiciary situations, is possibly the least error-prone. But even this process has its problems if the parties speak too fast, speak too long between pauses, mumble their words, or use colloquialisms. There are a number of advanced consecutive interpreting skill-building possibilities which you, as an interpreter, will want to develop. Among them are listening, predicting, analysis, note-taking, recall, positioning, and situational control. But most of all, you need intensive practice in consecutive interpretation in the following judicial situations: attorney-client interviews, proffer interviews, depositions, and witness testimony. Simultaneous interpretation, as applied in the judiciary interpretation, may be the most error-prone aspect of the profession, since you have to listen and speak at the same time. Advanced simultaneous interpretation skill building includes listening prediction, shadowing and decalage, note-taking, positioning, situation control, and equipment use. The more practice in simultaneous interpretation situations, the easier it will become. The judiciary area where this is used most often are initial appearances, bail detention hearings, change of plea hearings, and sentencing hearings. Besides the very essence of the process of conveying information from one language into another, there are several language elements which lend themselves to error. Among them are false cognates, slangs, and culturally or country-specific words. False cognates are words that look similar in both languages but have very different meanings. Maybe one of the most humorous is found between the English word embarrassed and the Spanish word embarazada. The words look similar, but in English it means ashamed or uncomfortable, while in Spanish it means pregnant. Be careful of false cognates. Slang or culturally or country-specific words also create huge problems in this arena. Usually it is imperative to find a dynamic equivalent, but sometimes this is impossible. The problem only gets worse if the interpreter does not understand the word. This is the point at which it is important for the interpreter to ask the judge to instruct the speaker to clarify what is being said. After all, you want to make sure you get it right, and if you don't understand it, you can't do that. Just because you make an error, don't let it get you down. We've all done it. The important thing is to learn from it, get up, brush yourself off, and do better next time.